You're listening to Viking Radio, coming to you from Dream Street Studios at Del Mar College. Now your host, Dr. Natalie Chapa.
Good morning, Coastal Bend. This is Dr. Natalie Chapa, and I'm here in the studio, finally back from his well-deserved, really cool vacation, Mike Bratton.
Thank you, Dr. Natalie. It's good to be back.
So, Rob and I talked a lot of smack about you while you were gone, about you gallivanting around Europe while we were stuck here in Memorial Classroom Building.
Indeed, I was. I was literally jumping off cliffs.
You jumped off a cliff?
Into the sea.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. It was great.
Well, I'm glad that you're safe and then you made it back.
Thank you.
So we've got some very important information and for people to talk about with the Del Mar College Foundation today. So we have got our Vice President, Mr. Matthew Busby, here with us today. Welcome on the show.
Thank you. And I did not gallivant across Europe jumping off of cliffs. So, but it sounds like a lot of fun stories.
You got to do it someday.
Later.
But did you dance across Europe?
Well, that I can't tell you. I may or may not have.
Can neither confirm nor deny.
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah.
See, this is where the stories are. You see how polished? No, there's some really good stories in there.
There
are.
Well, now on to Sandra.
So, in joining us, so the Del Mar College Foundation is a separate entity from Del Mar College. Correct. It's its own entity with its own board of directors. And you brought your board chair today, President Ms. Sandra Alvarez. Sandra, welcome to the show.
Thank you, and happy to be here.
So happy to have you here. And then, on another side note, we have a new employee starting with us today in the Chief of Staff office. She is Miss Gabrielle Guillen. Gabby is here on the side watching the show. Gabby, welcome to Del Mar College. We stole her. I'm just kidding. We didn't steal you. It was all fun and games. But we're so glad you're here. And we're going to do everything that we can to keep you here and fun. So thanks for being here. So she's going to listen in with us today. So a lot about the Del Mar College Foundation, I think that most people don't know. So I was really excited about both of you coming on the show today to give the audience out there some tips, some tidbits, some fun facts about all the great work that's happening at the Del Mar College Foundation and what it's for. And so you came aboard to Del Mar College when, Matthew?
So I joined the Del Mar College team January of 2019. So it's been about 7.5 years since I joined Del Mar College. Yeah.
Very nice. And so you started at the foundation.
Yeah, I did. I started here at the Del Mar College Foundation. So I've been in community colleges for 19 plus years, right? I remember the days I counted in months, and then it went to years, and now it's decades.
The hard time that we've done.
That's fun, right? Anyway, so it's one of the best places, I think. People always ask, if you're not born and raised here, what led you to Corpus Christi? And I chose to come here and was chosen to come here because really Del Mar and the foundation are doing some amazing stuff. Top of the game with the volunteer board at the foundation and the college leadership team. And they're shining across the state, and we're doing some amazing stuff. So it was a privilege to come here and join, and we've just
We're so glad that you're here. And I'm glad that you brought up, it's not just your time working in the foundation, but you'd been working in community colleges and student services, and that translates to the big picture of what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And so I'm still not sure how we got you, but we're glad you're here. Your family's here. And then you've got a great board with Ms. Sandra Alvarez leading the way this year.
Absolutely. What a lot of folks don't know, or maybe everybody knows, I have no idea, right? So that Del Mar College has a governing board of regents, which is an elected position.
9 elected regents.
9 elected regents, right? Well, Del Mar College Foundation is a separate legal entity. It's called an institutionally related foundation. And so the entire purpose of being for this entity is to support the Del Mar College, the mission, the vision, the students, the faculty, staff, programs, that thing. We are governed by a separate foundation board. These are non-elected, non-paid, all volunteers, and Sandra has led the foundation board for several years now and has her own fascinating, amazing story as well.
And Sandra, you've born and raised here in Corpus?
I wasn't born here. I was born in Harlingen, Texas, as a matter of fact. But we
Valley
moved
girl.
here when I was probably, 3 years old or something like
Okay.
that.
So
And then
this
we
is-
moved around. My father was in the military, so
Okay.
we moved to San Antonio. We went to Alabama, and then we ended up back in San Benito, and then to Corpus. So
And so after that, you were able to stay here in Corpus?
Absolutely, yes.
Where'd you go to high school? That's my favorite question.
Mary Carroll High School, go Tigers!
Another Carroll Tiger. So, yeah, we've had a lot of Carroll Tigers on the show. Yes, Dr. Escamilla is a Carroll Tiger
Yes.
as well. And so, so raised here mostly in the community.
Raised here, yes.
Yes, raised your family here and built a professional life here in the community as well.
Yeah, so I started off with AT&T for many, many years. I served on the board, and I was trying to do the math. I think I got on the board of board of directors since 2006, and I served as a board member. And then I was asked to step down because there was some issues with AT&T going on, so I
Right.
had to get off for a few years. Moved to San Antonio a couple of years, and then came back, and they asked me to come back. So I was thrilled because this is my alma mater. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So you're also a Viking.
And don't ask me what year I
I'm not
graduated.
gonna ask, Sandra. I am not one of those women.
So since then, I've actually I was vice president of the board at one point, and then that's when I was asked to step down. I'm like, I almost made it
You
to
were
president.
so close. You were so, and now here you are.
And now here I am.
Yes.
And so my term's almost over. My lobbying career is taking off again, so I will be back in Austin.
Yes, so that
this
is a
coming
lot
session.
of your professional duties, which you and I share that as well. Although mine is advocacy in higher education, you are a registered lobbyist, right? So your work is very different in the work that you do. It takes a lot of time and a lot of hours come session.
It does.
So, yeah.
And I've met with some of the legislators already. We're trying to plan out what my stay looks like.
Okay.
If I'm going to be there 2 days, 4 days.
That's right.
Or, skip a week.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. We love advocating for the Coastal Bend in our area. I know for me, advocating for higher ed is a passion of mine. I love government relations work, but I love government relations work tied into higher ed. It's such a passion of mine. And so let's get back to the Del Mar College Foundation because our mission is always centered around students. And Matthew, one thing that I've learned about you is anytime that you are doing work on behalf of the foundation, you're always focused on what is the best intention and how do we use this money? How do we steward this money, right? That's best for the donor, but overall for the student. So talk a little bit about that to our audience and how much money do we give out? What students are we serving? So they get an idea of who's getting scholarships and who's getting the help here at Del Mar.
Yeah, great question. So I think the consistent focus for Del Mar College Foundation, from our volunteer board to Dr. Escamilla as the president and CEO of the college, who also serves on the foundation board, is students first. And it's all about our community. We're a community college, and
That's right.
thereby, by default, the Del Mar College Foundation, and I just shared this with some supporters earlier today, right, is 90% of our students at the college are coming from our greater Coastal Bend area, right? 85% of those students stay here afterwards. Anything that we facilitate is really local investment. And so there's a lot of people who are passionate about Corpus Christi and the Coastal
That's
Bend
right.
area. And so those people, those couples, those foundations, those individuals and businesses, they come to us because they want to invest into helping people make their lives better.
And I think when we talk about ROI, right, the return on the hard work, right, the money that you get is from hardworking couples, individuals, private money, but also from industry partners, other companies. That is all people's blood, sweat, and tears that they're putting into their work. And so the ROI that comes back, you said 80 to 85% of our students, they want to stay in the community. They want to live here. They want to work here. They want to stay close to family. So you're feeding our community with this.
Exactly. So the business, we have a very business-centered foundation board. And so oftentimes the foundation staff also thinks like business folks, right? We think of investment. We think of value proposition. The value proposition not just for Del Mar to people in our community, but also the value proposition, the ROI, for why a corporation locally or an individual should give, right? We have had historic records. More people have given more money than ever before in the history of the college. more scholarships have been awarded in the history of the college. And this is hot off the press, right? This year, we hit a record. In the record of 91 plus years at Del Mar College, we've never awarded more scholarship funds
That's amazing.
than anyone else. So
And
that's amazing.
I'm gonna take some time to toot y'all's horn here because so I started off in the foundation in 2014. I spent 3 years there. I love foundation work. But one of the things that I learned about is, first of all, fundraising is challenging. It's not just throwing events together. There's strategy behind it. There's short-term fundraising. There's long-term, right? There's relationship building, right? It's a complex system when you look at professional fundraising. Community colleges are not usually, when you think of an individual as giving, they're not at the top of the list. And so strategy-wise, what Del Mar College has done to get that money in to show the community the need is significant because our endowment for a community college is pretty significant.
Yeah, I mean, so when you look at maturity and sophistication in regards to philanthropy, we hear about University of Texas, Austin. We hear about A&M and Baylor and Rice. They're raising billions of dollars. It's something people trust to give. They know they make an impact. They know that they're going to make a big gift, whatever that means to a person, whether it's $100 or whether it's $10 million.
Or naming a building.
Naming a building or the type of assets,
Yes.
giving stock, right?
Stock assets, yes.
We have folks who give $1 million in stock, right? But many people in our community, they don't think of Del Mar College. When they think of a major gift, name a building, create an endowment, give a gift of stock or whatever, they just don't think of a community college. And so oftentimes there's a little bit of shock. Oh, you do that? Or, oh, you can do that? Or, oh, you had 4,600 people apply for scholarships? Wait, you gave how many millions in scholarships? Oh, more than 3. That's more than any entity in South Texas. Something to be proud of. And yet, as we speak, we're looking at turning away thousands of students who've applied, who need it, who deserve it. And so the opportunity to make a huge impact is here. And so our foundation board and Dr. Escamilla has really empowered the foundation team to think more strategically, to see more results, to partner with people in our community a lot differently than many other community college foundations have.
For sure.
So it's a win-win for everybody.
And it's a testament to the team. You've got a phenomenal team there. Ever since 2014. I'm kidding. That's what I was doing. Now that group was
It started
just,
with
there
one
was
hire.
nobody else. Nobody could throw a crawfish boil like that team. Yeah.
I remember those fundraising
were
efforts.
good
They
ones.
you could see all the community come out and just stuff their faces.
It was
delicious.
And Zydeco music, and it was so fun.
Yes.
Now, Sandra, for you, again, this is something you were part of for a long time. Like you said, you stepped away for a little bit and then came back. Why is giving your time and energy, why is this so important for you?
You know, I share the same vision as Dr. Escamilla and, of course, the board and the whole entity. Giving back to the community is you know, you not everybody can afford to go to a university right off the bat. I know that I couldn't when I was growing up. So I did have a scholarship that I could have gone to a university. My brother went to UT and graduated from over there, but I was the firstborn female girl, so I was not allowed to leave town.
Yeah.
And so that was different back then. I'm like, why not me?
It was very different. And I'm glad you bring that up because that is something cultural that I think sometimes people get confused. It wasn't because there's not a priority of education. Right. You know, it wasn't like, well, working class families or Latinos just don't know. Oh, no, they knew the value, but the pride and the dignity of your daughter trumped everything. Absolutely. Right? And so what seemed like protecting, you know, your daughter, you know, could also be seen as a disadvantage.
And I'll tell you that I attended Del Mar because it was more affordable. It was close to home, and I was not allowed to leave. My sisters afterward went to UT, and I was like, "Oh my God, what did I miss out on?" And it was something that I always thought about. But you know what? I'm glad I stayed here. I made a career here.
You have absolutely made a career here.
The important people and everyone else that I needed to succeed. And everybody pushed me, and that's where I'm where I am today.
And it's funny how life works out. It's exactly where you need to be. We'll be right back.
This is where it all starts, where dreams take off and what's next becomes clear. This is Heritage Campus at Del Mar College, home to core classes in arts, sciences, and business, with upgraded facilities and faculty who provide a quality education that transfers with you wherever you're headed. This is a place of creativity, possibility, and success. A place to excel, a place to grow. This is where you belong. Learn more at dmcdreams.com.
This show is a production of Del Mar College, where continuing education courses can get you in the workforce fast, including workforce skills awards that are stackable towards Del Mar College credit programs. Own your dreams at Del Mar College. Go online at delmar.edu/CE. This show is a production of Del Mar College. Visit us anytime online to talk about admissions, financial aid registration, and your future career path. We are at delmar.edu.
And for our folks out there, we are joined here by the Del Mar College Foundation. We have Mr. Matthew Busby here with us, Vice President, and oversees the Del Mar College Foundation. But we also have joining us Mrs. Sandra Alvarez, who is the board chair for the Del Mar College Foundation as well. So this is personal for you.
It is.
The scholarships and the supporting students.
You know, helping our community and helping our students in our community is first and foremost. A lot of people can't afford to go to a university, and so this gives them an opportunity to advance themselves, to earn money that they never thought they could.
That's right.
Whether it be a certificate or a diploma, you know, it all earns money. So.
And I think it's hard sometimes too, because we do talk a lot about how affordable we are. However, when you come from a working class family, even something that is affordable to everybody else can be very challenging. You know, and so when we talk about affordability, I mean, it's real that for some working families, it's a lot of money still.
Well, I think there's two, broadly speaking, are two demographics. There's low-income people of any age, of any background in our community, who any amount of money is going to be a struggle, especially now where every conceivable cost has gone up. Everything, right? But then there's another demographic of, well, cost isn't as, they could go somewhere. Del Mar isn't just for one segment of students, and I think that's very important. I'm the oldest of 6 kids, right?
That's right.
And I graduated from Baylor University, but I think the reason I could go there and transfer from there, graduate, is because I started at a community college and I got my 2-year degree. And when I look back and think, that was a smart decision, right?
So smart.
How much money, how much debt did I prevent? How much money did I save? The quality of education is just as good, if not better. Yeah, I didn't have the frat life. I wasn't looking for the frat life, you know, but that's a huge saving. So I think it's a smart choice. It's not just a necessity, although sometimes it can be. I think Del Mar has the quality bar none. And so I think it's great that we're affordable. And even though that affordability is, we're proud of it, that's still a barrier for people. And so that's why we had 4,600 people apply for scholarships.
And that was just in 1 year.
That was this year, and we're
From
awarding them
February
now.
to April.
From February 1st,
Yes.
2026 to
Yes.
the end of April, 4,600 people. And that's a unique head count, right? I mean, that's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
A
And
lot.
and for people out there listening, like, wait a minute, I'm a Del Mar College student and I need a scholarship. And so it's very organized. Y'all set up this great system. So every year from February 1st to
End of April.
End of
currently.
April.
Yeah.
currently, the Del Mar College Foundation scholarship portal opens. You fill out one thing. It's not like back in the day where you had to fill out, 20 different applications. I remember those days. I'm not looking at you. I'm talking about me, Sandra.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking about Mike.
Oh. Ouch.
That's what you get for going to Europe for 2 weeks. But you have the opportunity to apply for the scholarship application. How does one go online to log on for the scholarship? Is there a specific website
Yeah,
for our audience out there?
So for a lot of listeners, I think particularly we offer scholarships, right? But if you're not so much a student looking for a scholarship, because we're past end of April, right? I point folks to the foundation's webpage because there's a really cool thing that does more than the money. Because it's not just about money. It's about actually helping people achieve success. Our donors have an innate desire to help somebody, to do something good, to create a legacy. And our students are the ones that are helping. So it's like a win-win. But we have 400, 500, 600 scholarships, right? Each one of those has a story. And so whether it's a company or whether it's the individual, that's what I'm really passionate about. And so anyone can go to delmar.edu/foundation. And from there, they're going to springboard into seeing the stories behind the scholarships. And so that's the really fun part for students and any listeners as
I
well.
agree.
So go check it out.
delmar.edu/foundation.
Correct.
Yes.
And that's where for scholarships as well, students can apply.
So you talked about the amount of students that applied. So how much money has Del Mar College now giving out every year? What's standard?
So since Sandra started, I looked this number up, and this is something to be really proud of, right? In the last 10 years, we've awarded more than $30 million to over 18,000 people. That's over the last 10 years, not 100 years. This year that we're wrapping up right now, students are still, what are we in? They're still in summer school a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. We have awarded over $3 million to 1,700 people.
Wow.
That's more than we've ever done before in the history of the college or the foundation. And we've got a lot of ways to go forward, right?
And also, I want to add part of, and I'll toot your horn here in front of your boss. I think part two, who knew I liked Matthew this much? I didn't even know I liked Matthew this much until right now. I'm like,
we love Matthew. We love Matthew.
I'm teasing.
Dr. Escamilla, are you listening? Are you listening? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay.
But so not only does there's a strategy to the foundation money. So the state of Texas, the federal government, they're really focused on getting people into the workforce, and there's certain degrees or certain programs, careers, let's say, that they want us focused on, right? In getting students graduated out the door. And the foundation, that is part of your strategy. But it's not only that. Like you said, there's how many different types of scholarships? 600, 600?
600 plus.
There's so many different kinds. And so I just think that is what I do appreciate about working with Mr. Busby. Is not only that he's hilarious because he is so funny, but also because of that strategy, and he turns it into action, and then you see the students. Whew.
He works 24/7. I want to let you know. He'll send me a text message late in the evening, and it's like, "Do you have a minute?"
Matthew.
Absolutely.
Now I'm in trouble.
I will take his call any day, especially when it has to do with Del Mar College. I mean, the visions that we have here for our students in our community is priceless. So my phone can ring at
You're going to take
at
it.
11 o'clock, at 12 o'clock at night, and I will answer the phone if I'm not sound asleep.
If Matthew
Don't
calls
hear
me
it.
after 6, I am not talking.
I
I'm just kidding.
know.
I answered the phone. I answered the phone the other day. And it was like 6:30.
It wasn't bad.
I was like, anything from Matthew.
I gotta say though, really, when you think about people giving their heart, this is what a student told me. She was a young lady in her mid to late 50s who was a single mom with 3 children who went to Tamu-Sisi, and her dream was to be a nurse. And she had held on to that dream for a long time while she's worked as a midwife. She may be listening, and if you are, hey, reach back out to me at the foundation. And I remember asking her, why are you getting this scholarship and how does it mean something? The money made a difference. Let's not substitute that value, that importance. But she said what really stuck with her, what motivated and inspired her, is she said somebody in this community gave their hard-earned money and they did not have to. They didn't do it for a tax write-off. They did it because they wanted to help someone that they didn't even know. And so Sandra and the rest of the foundation board are not there for the paycheck or the glamour. They give their time and their heart because they've got amazing stories. And because of that, this community has been astoundingly generous. And I predict that we're going to have even increasing generosity for the benefit of Del Mar and the students.
I hope so. And let's just give a shout out to your amazing scholarship coordinator, Miss Elsie Odom.
She's awesome.
Wow.
She's
awesome. Because I hear her talking with students, she's handling tons of things. She's coordinating all of this work. but yet she will get on the phone with the student and has such a calm demeanor. And I think when you're dealing with the money, it's hard. There's a pride thing there. And that's what I do love about the foundation, too.
Everything is personalized.
Yes.
There's so many other faces and things that are happening in this world that they're not handling, right or
It's just a transaction.
Yeah, and it's just knowing that they're giving from their heart makes a big difference.
I agree. As a kiddo who needed scholarships to go to school, you're right. When somebody you'd have never met before and they're giving you, a total stranger, something out of the kindness of their heart that you really need, like $500, $1,000, goes a long way.
Well, we have these two words that we really try as a foundation team, which is meaningful and significant, and that's very intentional, whether it's the work we do with the foundation board or with our students or our donors, whether it's hey, congratulations, you got a scholarship, and now you can come full-time instead of part-time, right? Or if it's we're out of money, unfortunately, and we don't have a scholarship, we try to be very meaningful and communicate with everyone involved. And I think that's what, people like Elsie stand out because of that story that she has and that striving for excellence. So it's a great
thank you for
adventure.
being the conduit for that, too, because, again, relationships, it takes time. It takes time.
I want to also mention the emergency aid that the foundation provides and how important, I know how important that has been to a lot of our students.
Yeah, when you can't pay your rent or get gas in your car so you can come to school or daycare or electricity because, it got turned off, but you still want to get an education, these emergency aids come in very handy.
Yeah, that's a great safety net.
Absolutely.
That's
absolutely.
one of my favorite programs, I think.
Well, we had a student, this was some years back. She was like a 3.9 GPA nursing student, single mom, working hard, earned her education. She was about to graduate and take that NCLEX, right? The test you have to take to become a nurse and start making the money. But she wasn't making the money yet, right? Just right on the cusp. And reached out. She'd gotten an eviction notice from her apartment. And it was just one of those things. It was an emergency situation.
Major crisis for her.
Major crisis. She's got a little girl. She's literally about to become great profession, right? And that's where the foundation, I remember personally at that time, we needed to move fast. So we cut a check within the hour, and I drove it personally to the apartment complex and gave it to that, and we paid a month of rent. Now that young lady has been years as a nurse, making plenty enough money, but in that moment of urgency, of need, is someone ready to stand up.
That's amazing.
And that's where the foundation has emergency aid program. We helped, just this past year, more than 500 students at Del Mar with $141,000. And so that's really an awesome program. That's a lot of feel-good stories right there.
Absolutely. Thank you to our Del Mar College Foundation staff, but the donors out there, right? All the individuals, all the families, all the companies out there giving, and to our foundation board for all the hard work that you do. This is really important work that always, again, it elevates the college, it elevates our students to another level. And so I appreciate your time today and coming to the show. I feel like our community out there is learning some new things, hopefully, about who our students are, but also the great work that's happening here at Del Mar College and specifically the foundation today.
Well, thank you. Appreciate the invite.
Yeah, likewise. I've held back a lot of jokes.
I know.
I'm trying to be good here in
Come on,
case the
Matthew.
president's listening.
Very disappointed. So I
Maybe next time.
was expecting
Maybe
more
next time.
jokes.
We'll bring you back for the joke show.
That one will not air. That one will not air. Okay.
Corpus Christi, I hope you have enjoyed listening to us talk about the Del Mar College Foundation and all the great work that's happening there. On behalf of our community, coming to you from Dream Street Studios, we hope you have a great rest of your day. Mike B.
Ciao. This show is a production of Del Mar College. Follow us on Spotify at Viking Radio.